are getting down to the wire. We are so close to the move. It's starting to feel like it's actually gonna happen. And I'm starting to panic a tiny bit about the amount of stuff that I still have to do. So let me take you back to the beginning of this week and show you what I managed to accomplish. And there's a lot to go. Next week will be our final update before the move. And hopefully between now and then, I can knock the rest of this out. So let me show you what I managed to accomplish this week.
I kicked things off with some packing in the kitchen cabinets and didn't realize that I was filming vertically until I was about halfway through, so sorry about that. It's kind of funny how your perspective can change through all this, because as I was packing this cabinet, I kept thinking to myself, why in the world did I not pack all of this stuff during my first round of kitchen packing? I guess at the time I thought it was important, but now it's been taken care of. Once I was done with the cabinet, I went ahead and cleaned it out, and we can call this one officially done. From there, my basic method is to just open up cabinet doors and see what's in there that I don't need for the next week or so. It feels really hard to predict because I know that as soon as I pack something, somebody is going to ask me where it is. But at this point, we're close enough that I can just tell my family they can live without anything in these cabinets for a little while. I've got to admit, even looking back at this video, a few of these are definitely still more full than they should be, so maybe I need to go do a little bit more. We've been gathering packing supplies from people around the neighborhood for months, and so we have a ginormous box of newspaper that's been really helpful for wrapping things up. However, every single time I wrap something in a piece of newspaper, I wonder to myself how dirty this newspaper is and how many dishes I'm going to have when we get to the new house, because they've all been touched by this gross newspaper. And finally, I grabbed some specialty baking stuff that we don't use all that often from the pantry and got that packed.
I'm in the backyard, and I won't lie, I've been putting this off for a long time. There's not even that much to do out here, but there's something about this space that is really intimidating me, and I'm just gonna like rip the band-aid off and knock it out and get this backyard taken care of. Let me show you where we're at. All right, so this kind of just needs to be cleaned up. A few things packed. We've got a lot of faux plants and planters that need to be dealt with. All of this is going to need to be disassembled to move with us, but I'm not going to do that until we're a little bit closer. Same here. We're going to disassemble the trampoline. Obviously, we need a new net for it, so we're going to have to get that. And then that'll come with us. And then over here is just cleaning up, packing. I think there's trash. We need to gather all the planters. It's kind of just a weird pain in the butt. And honestly, it's probably more cleaning than packing at this point. So let's see what we can do. All right, she's done. Obviously, grill and trampoline still need to be taken apart. Plants need to get out of here. Still have to deal with this dead guy. But everything else is staged and ready to be moved. So we can check the backyard off the list.
Time for round 2 in the kitchen, in which I decided it was finally time to pack all of the decor and the cookbooks and that sort of thing in my kitchen. I think I was just feeling really overstimulated because it was the last day of summer, and it felt really good to just fully clear out the kitchen.
I'm starting to get to the point where I really have to admit that we are getting down to the wire, and I need to be taking this a little more seriously than I am. We move in about a week and a half from the day of filming this, and if you just like glanced around my house, you wouldn't know it, which is probably a problem. But if you open cabinets, they're all emptying out. So anyways, just a little check-in to say I'm feeling behind. And today we're gonna try to do some work to catch up quite a bit. So I have not packed one single thing in my bedroom. So today my goal is to get everything done in my bedroom except for like the things we really, really need. And then also my goal today is to fully finish the laundry room, like everything but, you know, laundry detergent that I'm gonna need. Yeah, everything in the laundry room is gonna get finished today. So those are my 2 big goals today to round out this week. Let's see if we can make it happen.
As I was working on this, I realized there's not actually that much that needs to be packed in our bedroom. The vast majority of it happens to be found in my nightstand, where I keep all my books and a bunch of other junk that would normally be stored in an office if I actually had one. As I was packing these up, I was thinking about how I'm going to have an entire dedicated office space at the new house, and it was getting me really, really excited. This is one of the parts of packing I had been putting off because I think looking at an empty nightstand is going to really, really drive in the point that we're moving and make me feel a little bit anxious, but it's close enough that I think it's time to finally get it done.
Here's the current state of the laundry room. Shelves are empty. We've got a bunch of stuff here that really needs to be dealt with. And then this cabinet, a lot of this is stuff that I'm still using, or like this, I'll probably just toss in my car whenever it's time to go. But I need to fully empty this out the rest of the way, get these shelves cleared off. Let's see what we can handle. Laundry room is emptied out and ready to go. I have listed this cabinet on Facebook Marketplace to see if anybody wants it, and we can call it done. Nightstand is fully packed. I've just got stuff in here that I actually use every day. And that's really, I took down the art above our bed. That's my husband's side of the bed and he can deal with it. Got some art gathering up over here, and then I did some more work in my closet. It's looking, these are all empty. These are my son's birthday presents that I really need to wrap because his birthday is the day after we move. So that's great. But again, if you come out here, it still looks like we very much live here. So I think once we get within a week of the move, I'm gonna actually break down and finally really take all the stuff down. All of the decor in the kitchen has been taken down for the most part. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. I've got just over a week left. Here is your weekly garage check-in. And just in the nick of time, we really have gotten to the point where I'm gonna have to start putting boxes out in the rest of the house. I think I've got room for one here, maybe one there, and then one more stack here. And then the rest of it is just gonna have to be inside the house until the move. This is all my husband's job to deal with sometime this week. So we're getting there.